Yo, what's good? It's the boy Reviews and heavy spoilers for My Hero Academia. Season 7, Episode 7, You Have Been Warned. Let's talk about the good. I am awfully happy that Mirko is alive and well, as last week's episode ended with her in Shigaraki's hands, and I'm happy she's alive because she and Dynamite have this really funny banter together. I think this is the first time that we have seen these two hot-headed characters interact with one another. It made for a very entertaining scene. After watching this episode, I did read the manga chapters that this episode adapted from, chapter 347, 348, and 349. And the manga didn't actually have this really close-up shot of these two characters, so the My Hero Academia shippers could go on a frenzy with this scene. Best Jeanist makes a startling observation regarding Shigaraki's new abilities. Those weird CGI monstrosities that are extruding out of his hands may have the ability to eat decay, which is honestly quite horrifying. Shigaraki could just walk into town, activate that quirk, and hundreds, if not thousands, of innocent civilians could disintegrate like the characters in Infinity War. But I do love the confidence that Best Jeanist and his crew of heroes have, that even though Midoriya isn't there, they are going to do what they can to hold up Shigaraki until the boy wonder comes to save the day. Later on in the episode, I was not expecting to have this whole Toga and Deku dynamic play out in this battle. I didn't actually think that Toga would admit her feelings to Deku. I always thought that this was something that she was going to keep down inside her. But no, she blurted it out, and what I love about this scene is that even though Deku is fighting these villains who have done such horrendous things to people, Deku is still a teenage boy at heart, and when a girl says something like that to him, the boy can't help himself getting flustered like that. It was jarring yet very funny seeing Deku blushing in the middle of a war, but Deku, being the dude he is, wanted to be a hero to protect those he loves and to never hurt anyone that he cares deeply for, makes Toga realize that Deku and Ochako are no different than her parents. Ever since Toga was a kid, her parents and society have all been telling her that heroes are the only decent people on the planet and the only people that are worth caring about, and because of that, it makes her sick to her stomach and she starts to attack Deku and Ochako. It looks like her love for Deku is officially over now. She goes in for the attack, and the animation, especially on the water, was really nice to look at. When Deku leaves and heads towards the main battlefield to fight Shigaraki, he has a chat with one of the users of One for All and how Deku wanted to use his meta power specifically. I wasn't quite sure what the guy meant when he said use his meta powers. Did Deku want to use his powers to fly faster towards the battle with Shigaraki? Did he want to use those powers to fight Toga? Or to use it to take out all the villains? I have no idea, because we have this shot of this dark hallway with a bunch of locks, which symbolizes the powers being locked up. I wonder what this meta power is and how Deku would eventually use it in battle. I'm guessing the original plan was to use it to fight Shigaraki, but who knows. The episode ends with a standoff between Dabi and Shoto, and Shoto tells Dabi something that I have been wondering for a long time. After Dabi survived that forest fire, why didn't he return to the Todoroki family? What made him want to become Dabi? And it looks like the next episode is going to explain that. I have my own theories. I feel like All For One manipulated him, brainwashed him, made him see the errors of heroes and all that jazz. I also want to see this fight between Shoto and Dabi because a lot of the manga readers have been hyping this fight up, and I really want to see this fight animated. I have nothing bad to say with this episode, but I do have one mixed aspect with this episode. When Best Jeanist pointed out that Shigaraki's multiplying hands all have the ability to use decay, why didn't Mirko disintegrate? When Shigaraki attacked her in the final scene of last week's episode, why didn't she go poof? Is that a plot hole? Did Shigaraki not activate it at that time? It's just a small observation that I noticed, but overall, I like the episode a lot. I think this was definitely one of the strongest adaptations from manga to anime that Studio Bones have done so far. Studio Bones nailed a lot of the character facial expressions. The fights were all really well done in this episode. Animation looking slick. Shigaraki's quirk abilities do have a bit of CGI. It's not too bad actually. They blend it in with the 2D backgrounds quite well at times. But mate, I'm excited for next week's episode of Dabi versus Shoto. Who's going to win? I've just got to wait and see. Tell me in the comments down below, what did you guys think of this episode? Did you like it or did you hate it? Like this video, subscribe for more My Hero Academia videos, as well as other anime videos, updates and all that jazz. But thank you for watching, and as always, a boy dude review signing out.